Emma? Wow, I love the new look.
Ourselves out in art therapy.
Well, it looks like things got a little messy.
A little bit. Yeah, a couple of children, very, very small children, not almost ready to drive children, did this to me. Apparently kids in hospitals have a lot to express, and today, I'm their canvas.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that you've found the time to volunteer. I mean, between school and your animal rights group, it's amazing.
Thank you, but full disclosure, this isn't volunteering per se. It's actually my community service.
Wait, for the incident with the Quartermaine's crypt? That was awesome, by the way.
Thanks, but also a huge thanks to Trina for live streaming it. She was a rock star.
She always is. But doesn't this seem a little blown out of proportion for protesting at a family's crypt? Especially when you guys ended up being in the right.
Yeah, well, the judge wasn't too happy that I had some priors.
You have priors? Oh my gosh, who would have thought that you have a shady past?
Yeah, well, not everybody has a billionaire daddy who can buy them out of trouble, Joss.
Oh. I touched a nerve.
You know what? Actually, I don't have the bandwidth for this right now. Gotta go get some gum out of my hair.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons. So, let's get down to this, y'all, man. So, one thing that I really like on the show right now is the frenemy thing that's going on between Emma and Joss, man. It's some really good stuff. And now that they're part of this major storyline going on with Professor Dalton, I think it's definitely going to expose a lot of that. And they're kind of already going into it. So in this episode today, Emma was doing her first day of community service hours, for her sentencing. So she ran into Joss because Joss had an appointment with Isaiah about her ankle being sprained because she been training and she heard it during training. And so she kind of hid that from Isaiah that she was doing that WSB training. And he wanted to know. I don't think Joss did Joss tell him an excuse of what happened? I know she lied to him, but I don't know if they showed it on camera. I can't remember, man. But that's the reason why she was there. So she ran into Emma. And Emma, so she explained to Joss, why she even had to do the hours. And she didn't really go over specifically what happened in California, at the university and why she ended up having to do it. But she did mention that she had priors, and Joss was surprised that she had priors. And then that's when Emma got smart with Joss, and she said, well, we don't have billion-dollar daddies who could get us out of trouble and stuff. And then, she left it, and, that kind of, made Joss feel a certain way, why you throw that in my face like that, and took a shot like that in. And so the weird thing is, so most of this seems to be it's not really just about Cameron, you know what I mean? I know that was the initial thing that made them frenemies, at first, but it seems like there's a jealousy factor from Emma's end about Joss. Maybe she feels like Joss is got everything that she wants or something like that. But that's the great thing about Monday's episode. I can't wait to get to Monday's episode because they actually showed in the preview Joss finally confronting her, because I remember I made a video about this when Emma got smart with Joss when she first ran into her for the first time since she been back at Port Charles. I'm talking about Emma when she met her at the diner. And I remember she got smart with Joss, and I made a video about that. And I was wanting to know why Emma had this this thing where she wanted to take digs at Joss, and Joss didn't confront her about it the first time. So I was kind of surprised. Joss looks like she's gonna finally confront Emma about it on Monday, and I cannot wait to see how that goes, because I've been wanting Joss to find out. You got to find out why Emma got this thing against you, bro. Because like I said before, I feel like it's coming more from Emma's side more than it is from Josh's side. Like, I actually really don't think Josh has a problem with Emma, to be honest with you. I think it's more on Emma's side with her, and I don't know if Emma's going to tell her the truth about it, but we're going to see. Maybe she just feels like, it's just, you know, some people, they just like, they feel like some people got it easier than them in life, and they kind of put themselves in this, like, they built this wall towards the person that they feel like got it easier in life. And it might be just something like that. I don't even know if Emma couldn't explain it, because I think it's something like that. But we'll find out though. But I definitely think it's definitely an interesting thing. Emma definitely didn't look happy. I think I'm going to do another video on Emma when it comes to her reaction when Felicia was asking. I think she was trying to see how she was doing at that point, and Emma didn't look real happy. Like, she looked kind of depressed about the situation, because she was up in spirits earlier, but then she looked down. So we'll talk about that later. Then we also got to talk about Josh, because she saw Professor Dalton going into this lab. So we got to talk about that too, y'all. But we'll go over that a little later. First, give me y'all thoughts about what I was just talking about with this whole Emma and Josh frenemy situation. I definitely want to hear from y'all on this, because if you have any ideas why you think Emma, like, outside the camera, don't mention the camera thing. We know about that. I want to know if there's anything else that y'all could throw upon that I was talking about, and why Emma has this thing against Josh. It's something, though. It's something deep that they maybe have never explored on the show. So I definitely want to know, y'all, what y'all thinking. But going ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe. I'll be back with y'all later. Thank y'all for watching After News to Light.